So, well, I got a little pain on me. Hallelujah. Bless my heart. Anyway, that's the live oak. Let's go cuddle in.
Hey, what's up out there to all my fellow workers? Welcome to the second day at the Royal Oaks Property Management. We started off painting, but it ended up trimming on these 100-year-old live oaks. You know live oaks don't grow up north. That's what they say anyway. So y'all just sit back, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and be ready to be inspired by your boy Rob.
Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Let's go break the hump out of the day. Hallelujah. What we got going on? I know y'all asked all, so we might be doing some chainsaw. I don't know. We're headed back over to the Royal Oaks and back to the bayou.
Time to go to work, everybody. All the way from Theodore to the bayou.
We made it. All right, we're down here. There's our property over there. Just come down here. Boy, I bet you there's loads of crabs. Like I told y'all in the last video, that's Dolphin Island over there. And that's the Gulf of Mexico right there. Somebody, check that out. They got a little joint right there. Somebody going out on a boat. Anyway, guys, I can't remember what they said. Anyway, they're on their way. So let's go see what they got going on. Hallelujah. Hey, cause don't tell nobody, but I'm telling you, there's crabs down there. There's big giant crabs down there. I was about that close from bringing the crab string and picking up some chicken and bringing the fishing pole. But on that, we got all summer long, hallelujah, to be down here. We got more than summer. We got the rest of our lives to be down here. So I love you. All right, guys, there's another house right there with all these live oaks. I just wanted to show you. Look at that live oak right there. And look, and it comes all the way out here. See, this is still the live oak tree. There's the base over there. And look at here. This is sitting on the ground, pretty much. You see that? Sitting on the ground. That's his finger coming off of there. Hallelujah. Beautiful, beautiful, majestic live oak down here.
So I've noticed this little bridge is a hot spot. This guy over here on the right is throwing a cast net, looking for bait. This guy over here on the left, I don't know what he's doing, but what'd you look at? It looks like a short bus over there on its own island. Yeah, pretty awesome, man. Look at the view. You definitely can't beat that. Royal Oaks to the right and to the left, it is the Gulf of Mexico, man. Pretty intimidating, if you ask me, especially a guy who comes from the Chesapeake Bay in the Atlantic Ocean. Come on, my guy. Hallelujah.
They haven't arrived quite yet, so let me take y'all for a little tour around the property. That's that spiral staircase that I was telling you about. Ain't it pretty? That goes up to that closed-in deck right there. I found she gave me a list, so I've got a list of things to do, so it ain't like I'm just gonna sit around on my thumb. I wouldn't do that anyway, Holly. So we're gonna go paint that swing, as little as it may seem, whatever it takes to make a happy queen. That's what Rob does, work does, hallelujah. And we got a lot of queens in our life, hallelujah. Not my queens, but just say queens. So we're gonna paint that there, we're gonna paint this swing. We're gonna paint her on up. And this is the front of the property. I've got to, they got a couple ring cameras, got to put the batteries in. I think I'm gonna go over there and cut a couple tree limbs. Just, you know, general property maintenance. And then over here on these windows, and further, you know, you see all that rot there. So if y'all got a comment of what we really need to do there, just leave it in the comments. Please do me a favor. Hallelujah. And also watch these videos all the way through. Just put them down, let them run. Hallelujah. That's literally what we're here for, is to trust God. Hallelujah. So we just kind of probably making everything pretty for Easter, what I would think, you know what I mean? I don't know.
The fear of success, fear of failure.
Get the paint
I know a lot of people definitely deal with that, and it's a struggle for a lot of people. And while we were talking about it, it just kind of came out that a lot of that fear is birthed out of a lack of trust. Because you're not really depending on God to be your everything. You're trying to see how you can make up the difference. And
Okay, y'all hear that? Do you hear the chirp? Yeah, that's the sound I recognize. Not them crows.
That's an offspring. That's a bird.
And again, at 3 o'clock, somebody said 3 o'clock. making the same arrangement as he did with the others. Hoping to finish his harvest that day, he went to the town square again.
No, I haven't sped it up. That's just
at 5 o'clock and found
the speed
four
is just
who were
in the
idle.
arms,
So he
not
said
in
to
the.
them, "Why have you been here all day without work?" "Because no one hired us," they answered.
Okay, so now y'all know what I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking, I'm in the bayou. I'm at the Forrest Gump house. You know, I wonder if this is really the seat of Jenny. Is this Jenny's swing? I mean, could it be? I mean, would you just look at it? Jenny!
Alright, so what we're gonna paint next is these three pieces right here. If y'all keeping up with the shorts and you know what's going on with that, so we're gonna paint next. And then we're gonna get to a couple limbs over there. So I find my way back home again.
I've mastered the art of working and singing. So y'all go ahead and beat it up in the comments and let me know what you think. Okay, so I've been on my own since I was 18, and originally, guys, I am from Virginia, the East Coast, and people, you know, wonder what do we got in us? Well, I know I've got Native American in me. I know as hard as I seem to work and just love to work hard, I think I got a little Mexican in me. So does that make me a Native Mexican? She keeps on loving me, and I keep on knowing exactly why. Like I said, yeah, y'all go ahead and beat it up in the comments. Beat it up in the comments about my singing. Sometimes when I'm at work and I'm painting, I just have visions of me being like Picasso or how about Rob Lowe? I mean, call it what you want. I'm just getting the work done, though. Yeah, buddy. What up, yo?
Let's go cut a limb.
Yeah, so these trees are over 100 years old, and you don't like to, somebody had topped them all at one time. And as you can see, you know, my saw at Husqvarna is sharp as she can be, I believe. And I mean, think about it. Somebody goes to surgery and cuts your fingers off, and they cut them off with a dull pair of scissors. How is that gonna grow back? It's the same thing with trees and shrubs, guys. We're looking for happy trees, happy. And we're gonna trim that palm tree, give it a good 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock before I leave this property.
So, well, I got a little pain on me, hallelujah, bless my heart. Anyway, that's the live oak. Trimmed it just a little bit, just where they can get up under it with the mower. But you know I ain't done them. Anyway, look how beautiful it is. See how the limbs go all the way out there? Like there's a big hand. There's a big hand out there, you know what I mean? Anyways, bless my heart. So, that's the Majestic live oak, ladies and gentlemen, down here. I hope everybody had a good day. That's it for the day. I'm wrapping it on up at the Forrest Gump, day number 2 at Royal Oaks. Rob does work, property maintenance. I'll see y'all on the next one.